Remember when The Simpsons was the king of TV? When everyone quoted Homer's "dope" and Bart's "eat my shorts" like it was scripture? Yeah, those were the good old days. But here's the thing. The Simpsons didn't just make us laugh. Oh no. This animated family made billions. Yes, billions with the big fat B. But like most Hollywood fairy tales, this one comes with a twist. Because today, The Simpsons is more of a nostalgic wallpaper than the cultural powerhouse it once was. So, how did this yellow family go from dominating the world to being the butt of its own joke? Buckle up, because this story is wilder than Homer at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Picture this, it's the late 80s. Big hair, neon clothes, cassette tapes. TV is ruled by sitcoms like Full House and Cheers. Then out of nowhere comes a short animated segment on The Tracy Ullman Show. A weird little skit about a dysfunctional family drawn like a 5-year-old's doodle. That, my friends, was the humble beginning of The Simpsons. By 1989, the family got its own half-hour show on Fox, and let's just say, chaos ensued. Ratings through the roof, merch flying off shelves. Suddenly, every kid had a Bart Simpson t-shirt saying, "Don't have a cow, man," and parents were freaking out because Bart was a bad influence. Newsflash, Karen, your kid was already a menace. When The Simpsons premiered, it wasn't just another cartoon. It was a rebellion against the picture-perfect sitcom families of the time. Instead of a clean-cut dad like Danny Tanner, you had Homer, lazy, clumsy, and always one donut away from a heart attack. Instead of a sweet, innocent kid, you had Bart, mischievous, sarcastic, and with a permanent slingshot in his back pocket. The Simpsons were a mirror to real-life families, flaws and all. And that's why people connected to them. They weren't polished, they were us. Only yellow. Fun fact, the very first episode was a Christmas special titled Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire. It wasn't even supposed to kick off the series, but delays in production forced them to start with that. And guess what? It was an instant hit. Let's talk numbers, because this show wasn't just funny, it was a money machine. The Simpsons became Fox's golden goose. It literally put the network on the map. In the 90s, Simpsons merch was everywhere. Lunchboxes, video games, toys, you name it. By 1991, Simpsons merch pulled in $2 billion in revenue. Yes, that's billion with a B. And after hitting 100 episodes, the show could be syndicated. Translation, Fox made millions by selling reruns to other networks. In 2000, they dropped The Simpsons movie. Guess how much it made? Over $536 million at the box office. That's $500 million for a cartoon that started as a doodle. Not bad, huh? At its peak, this franchise was worth $13 billion globally. Yes, Homer was literally richer than Mr. Burns, at least on paper. And the money train didn't stop there. There were video games, from the legendary Simpsons arcade game to console hits like Hit and Run, which became a cult classic. There were books, magazines, and even a music album, The Simpsons Sing the Blues, which sold over 1 million copies. Bart Simpson literally had a Billboard charting single in the 90s. Here's the crazy part. Fox reportedly made over $1 million per episode in advertising during the show's peak seasons. And voice actors? By 2008, the main cast was making $400,000 per episode for talking into a mic. Not bad for Homer screaming "dough." For 2 glorious decades, The Simpsons wasn't just a TV show. It was the TV show. It predicted the future like a psychic grandma. Donald Trump becoming president? Check. Apple Watch? Check. Virtual reality? Check. Honestly, if The Simpsons predicted an alien invasion tomorrow, I'd start building a bunker. But it wasn't just predictions, it was smart comedy, sharp writing, social satire, a perfect mix of heart and humor. Episodes like Marge versus the Monorail or Homer at the Bat were pure gold. If you grew up in the 90s or early 2000s, you know what I'm talking about. Friday nights, snacks, and that catchy theme song. Pure happiness. And let's not forget the guest stars. The show became a celebrity magnet. From Michael Jackson to Stephen Hawking, The Simpsons had everyone. And they didn't just appear, they became part of the joke. Also, can we talk about the catchphrases? Ay caramba, excellent, eat my shorts? These weren't just lines, they were part of the language. The Simpsons even shaped fashion. Remember those bootleg Bart Simpson shirts with him wearing baggy jeans and rapping? Kids wore those like badges of honor. But all good things must come to an end. And for The Simpsons, the decline was slow and painful, like watching Grandpa Simpson try to send a text. So, what happened? Too Long didn't quit. The Simpsons just kept going, and going, and going. It's like that party guest who doesn't realize everyone else went home 10 years ago. The writing tanked. The sharp, clever humor, gone. It became lazy, relying on celebrity cameos and pop culture gags. It felt like the show was trying to be cool by saying, "Hey kids, look, Lady Gaga." Spoiler, it wasn't cool. Competition. New animated giants like Family Guy, South Park, and Rick and Morty stole the spotlight. Suddenly, The Simpsons looked like your dad trying to use TikTok.
The show still exists, technically, but it's like an old rock band still touring with none of the original magic. People watch it out of habit, not excitement. Fans even have a term for it, zombie Simpsons, meaning the show is technically alive, but the soul is gone. Compare an early episode like Lisa's Substitute, emotional, heartfelt, to something from season 28, and you'll see what I mean. And the controversies didn't help. The Apu backlash, the voice actor changes, it all chipped away at the legacy. So, did The Simpsons fall off? Absolutely. But let's not forget, this show changed TV forever. It paved the way for every adult animated series we love today. Family Guy, South Park, Bob's Burgers, all owe Homer a donut. And while the golden age is long gone, The Simpsons will always be remembered as the family that made us laugh, made us think, and somehow made over $13 billion doing it. So, what's the lesson here? Maybe it's this. Quit while you're ahead, or at least before season 35. A quick question. What's your favorite Simpsons episode? Drop it in the comments. I want to know. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the shows that shaped our childhood.